if you look at the benefits of structured water, what are the benefits you see is it can penetrate the cell much more easily. This is something very, very. Now, if you look at most of the time in our terahertz water talks, every other speaker would have told you that the molecular size is so small, and then there is a linear formation of the water molecule, and then it's able to get into the aquaporin of our water much more easily. So penetration of the cell is much more easy. Now, energy levels are very, very high. People who are drinking the structured water, their energy levels are very high. Now, this you would have also seen where I'm showing you the dowsing rods where I show the energy of the water of our terahertz water. It's fully almost 15 plus. Now, when the water resonating happens properly, automatically your energy levels has to be high. So energy levels are. So when you're consuming high energy levels of water, definitely your body energy also will slowly improve. Now, it is another very important information about the structured water is the genotoxicity is low. That means we are talking about the DNA damages which happen because of the environmental, which happens because of your food habits. Now, as you drink that structured water, there is definitely a lower level of toxicity being happening at the DNA level, and that in turn also in the MRET technology, they are already clearly mentioned that it changes your DNA's reading. That means the way the gene expression happens in your DNA also changes when you drink the structured water, and it has got an anti-aging and longevity properties, and it decreases the inflammation. Now, you would have noticed that a lot of people who have a lot of allergy problem after drinking the structured water or our terahertz resonated water, the inflammation comes down. Why is that inflammation comes down? Because water is a very good anti-inflammatory. Now, if you have an allergy, you just try drinking a minimum 200 to 300 ml of water immediately. After some time, you will notice that even the spray of water on an insect bite, or some allergen which is happening in your skin, when you spray our terahertz resonated water, the inflammation comes down. In fact, spraying our terahertz water on the wounds also helps you in increasing the wound healing capacity. Now, there is another good benefit is it increases the mitochondrial energy. Now, mitochondria is basically your energy storehouse for your cell. So automatically when your water molecule is structured water and our terahertz resonated water goes inside your cell, definitely your mitochondrial energy also increases. And they have tried on the agriculture yields where they use structured water, and it yields better crops. And what you and I think many of us would have seen is when you use a terahertz resonated water to our plants, they grow very well. It's really lushy green, and you would have seen that in a lot of people's home where they use terahertz water. You can use the spray or you can use the terahertz water. Definitely, it gives a lot of benefits for the plants, and they have been using it in construction industry where they use a structured water, and they found that the concrete made out of the structured water, it gives a better strength of the concrete bricks, and that in turn, of course, has the benefit of the building being much more stronger. These are all out of the subject for you all to know, but still I'm sharing it because the structured water has so much of good benefits. Now, when you look at our structured water, wherein you're talking about aquatic life, especially if you're using it in an aquarium, 50% of our terahertz water and 50% of the normal water, the fishes are much more active. And if you can give the structured water or our terahertz water to our animals, pets, what we have at home, they would love to drink the terahertz water. Now, there is something research they have done, and what they noticed was drinking 3 months of structured water decreases the biological age by 12 years. This is a study which they have done in 2021, which is very, very astonishing. And today only I went into that research study, and then I found that, wow, when you drink a structured water, it decreases your biological age. And a lot of people, of course, when you're drinking water, they would ask you, hey, you look much younger. You look much younger than your age. So that means your biological age goes down when you're drinking this water, because your skin texture changes, your collagen under your skin also gets the benefit of the water. See, I was talking to you about the construction industries where they use concrete, right? Even in your body, actually, your collagen plays a very, very important role in your building up of your structural of your whole body. And imagine if your water is structured water, there's a lot of good benefits you will get at the base level of your collagen, and that in turn it gives you a much more stronger collagen bands, which in turn would give you a much more strength in your muscle, your ligaments, your knee joints. All this can happen. But if you ask me how long, it might take, for some people it might be 3 months, some people it might be 6 months, some people it might be long. Now, I think Terraj's resonated water has been there in the market too. This is the 4th year. A lot of beautiful things are happening. A lot of benefits have been there for the people who are drinking this water. And at the end of the day, what we need to understand it's a structured water. Now, this is something we need to understand. This is a little more details I'm giving you. Now, water molecules at the surface of a DNA. Now, just read this. Water molecules at the surface of DNA are critical for maintaining the DNA structure, and water plays a key role in protein folding, a process in which proteins assume the physical configuration that allows them to perform their cellular function. Now, in other words, our DNA and the proteins need water to do their job of keeping us alive. Isn't that something very beautiful? Isn't that very, very important that you need to drink structured water? Yes, it is something very important. Now, other than that, if you're looking at, there is some more studies. What is that? Studies suggest that the water is not passive, it is not passive. You think the water you drink and then it goes passively inside. And now, studies suggest that the water is not a passive molecule used to fill spaces. Instead, it has a very dynamic and structural presence in interactions between all kinds of molecules in our body. Just like humans, we interact with each other. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, the biomolecules constantly communicate, bond, share information, and build tribes. That means each cell forms together. They have a colonization, like human beings. We all, stay together. Once we start accommodating to our own, the same pace of people are available, we tend to, like they say, the birds of the same feather flock together, right? In the same way, we also human beings like to bond together with the same kind of frequency of thought patterns. If the person is very humble and you're also a humble person, definitely next time when you meet that person, you would love to talk to them, share information. So, and water is a bioactive collaborator in this situation. So something very, 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 very beautiful. So water molecules also helps us in this beautiful bonding inside our cells, and then so that cell to cell signaling, cell to cell talking, cell to cell communication, cell to cell exchange of information, cell to cell exchange of nutrients. All this happens at the cell level because the water is there. If water was not there, nothing is going to happen. Everything stops. Life stops the day your water inside your body dehydrates. Seeing that isn't a beautiful spurt of water. We all would love to, enjoy the water sprinkling, especially in the rain. We want to just get drenched. And such of those who are all gone to our, where is that? Twin Towers, the musical fountain. Sometimes you just walk near the fountain, it just sprays water. It's a beautiful feeling when you get drenched in water. Now, many of us are enjoying this water, and even the shower, what you get out of terahertz water. I think in the future, we all will probably get a terahertz shower. And, when that particular molecule is falling onto us, there'll be a lot of good benefits, which we all will be able to enjoy the Terra has resonated bathing, which will happen in the future. And saying that there's a lot of beautiful things happening in our journey, and terahertz resonated water also plays a very, very important role in all of our life. And it is available in Malaysia and a lot of other countries. People are drinking terahertz resonated water, and there are a lot of good benefits, which is definitely there because of the resonated water. It is happening. And now, going back to the terahertz resonated water, what we need to understand is, okay, sorry. Now, the properties of terahertz resonated water. It has got a lot of beautiful antibacterial properties, antiviral properties, antifungal properties, antioxidant properties. Now, I was talking to you about the ORP, right? The oxygen molecule. That's what happens when your water is energized. And it has got an anti-radiation and it has got a very, very low viscosity. So it's very slippery. Angulation is increased by 5 degrees, and that in turn helps your mineral content to be absorbed much more beautifully. And the water molecules is 2 nanometers, very, very small. So absorption is 3 times more. And then that is the reason your metabolism is much faster. So people want to lose weight. When you drink this water, there are a lot of benefits. Of course, there are a lot of people who would be saying, Doctor, I'm also drinking this water, but my weight is still the same. Now, we wouldn't know who is going to get the benefit, who is going to not get the benefit, because our body is a very, very intricate, complex mechanism. And it all depends on your bodily function, your DNA, your epigenetic factors, there are a lot of things. So if at all, if you want to see as a wholesome, definitely look into every aspect of it, and then finally look into how you can get the benefit by drinking this water and get the benefit. And because of the linear arrangement of the water, hydration is much better than the energy I was talking to you, high energy. And the good news of our terrace resin, it can be boiled, and it has a longer shelf life. And then, of course, the DNA is, there are a lot of slowly it will happen. The genetic expression changes slowly, but over a period of time, definitely it gives you a lot of good benefits when you're drinking a structured water. So basically, our terrace water is a structured water. So saying that, there was one person asking me, Doctor, uh, he recently got his blood checked, and then his vitamin D3 was low. Now, his question to me was, Doctor, my vitamin D3 was low in the blood. So, and I'm drinking terahertz water, 3 liters to 4 liters. So the question was, by drinking more water, did my vitamin D3 come down? This is his question. I don't know what to answer for this particular person, but because basically, why is he correlating our Trara's water into his vitamin D3 deficiency? See, it's a common sense that everybody knows in our population, if we check the blood for every 100 people, I would say 90 to 95% of the people will have vitamin D3 deficiency. Why? Because of our lifestyle. We hardly go out in the sun and get exposed. We hardly go morning walk and then expose ourselves to sun. And that is the reason vitamin D3 is a deficiency. Now, why has to our terrace water bring down your vitamin D3 deficiency? Now, here I would like to let you know that the vitamins and mineral deficiency cannot happen because of you drinking the terrace water. Now, you need to understand what is the source of your water. If you are drinking a reverse osmosis water, wherein you don't add any minerals, you are drinking a plant water, definitely your body will have less of minerals and trace elements in your water. Now, you don't tell me you're drinking a terrace resonated water, but your resonated water is from a reverse osmosis where there is no absolutely minerals and trace elements. Now, who has to be blamed for this? Are you going to talk about the terrace water which is causing the problem, or it's because of your ignorance that you're drinking such water and finally thinking that why this terrace water is Why is the deficiency in your body? It is not. So please understand. Number one, you need to take responsibility. Number one, and by drinking slowly. Like for example, you have been drinking a normal water all the while. Suddenly, someone is coming and recommending you, hey, drink this water. You will get all the health benefits. So what you need to do is start drinking by half a liter of water in the initial stages. And such of those who are all already having some kidney issues, better be careful. You have to drink 50% of the normal water, 50% of the terahertz resonator water, mix it and drink. But such of those you don't have any problem, you can start with 500 ml. The remaining, whatever 1.5 to 2 liters of water should be the normal water. Now, slowly let your body get adapted for a minimum of 15 days to 30 days. And once it gets adapted, then you start drinking more of terahertz water. Even then, what I would say is, whenever you're drinking terahertz water, do drink other normal water as well. There's nothing wrong in it, because for every human being, 2 liters of resonated water is good enough, especially with terahertz. 2 liters is good enough, but you need to drink 3 liters, means you can add on the 1 liter of extra water in a normal. But if you're drinking the whole of terahertz resonated water, it is fine. But still, what you need to understand is you need to check your vitamins, minerals, and trace elements. How much do you have? Now, the only machine where you all can get your vitamins analyzed is through the hair analysis. Number two, through the bioquantum bioresonance checking, you can get exactly your nutritional status, because your blood will not be able to show you all your vitamins and trace elements in your blood which is deficient. It's not possible. So you need to understand that there are only specialized machines and specialized tests available wherein you will be able to get your uh, nutritional status being checked. So please do get yourself checked. And terahertz resonator does not alter the pH of the water. It makes your water structured. So that means it gives you the benefit of all the benefits of structured water. It will not deplete your vitamins and minerals. Why should your terahertz water deplete? It should not actually. So your bodily vitamins and minerals all depends on your food habits. So see, ultimately it is your food habits you need to look into, and then you need to see how well you are balanced. Now, if you're a person drinking alcohol, if you're a person smoking, if you're a person loving fine sugars, if you're a person eating processed food, if you're a person eating fast food, if you're a person eating a lot of animal product, if you're a person eating artificial sweetness, coloring agents, sedentary lifestyle, improper sleeping habits, and if your energy fields are low frequency with and vibration, you are definitely a person eligible for the diseases under the sun. Now, there will be a lot of hanky-panky things happening in your stomach, in your body, but at the end of the day, with all these beautiful things you do, and finally one bloom day you come down and then start drinking terahertz water, and you expect the terahertz water to change your disease process, which you created all the while for years together, and finally you expect terahertz water to do the benefits of good healing, isn't it? Is that possible? Now, this is where you need to sit and think. Is it possible? But I would say yes, provided you take charge of your life. You take charge of every aspect of your life and then start working on right from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go on to sleep. How do you handle your life? How do you balance your lifestyle? How do you handle your emotions? How do you handle your office, your academic? How do you handle your personalized lifestyle? Everything plays an important role, and then you are the most beautiful evolved person on this earth, where compared to the every animal in the animal kingdom, you are the most beautiful evolved intelligent being. So what is that you need to do? Start taking charge of your life and start working on how good can you change yourself to whatever best possible. And at the end of the day, you do the best of everything. In spite of that, if you face some diseases, there is a definitely wear and tear of your body. If you're 50 years plus, let me tell you, there will be back pain, there will be a little bit of uneasiness, there will be a little bit of unpleasant situations in life. But what you need to do, correct it at that moment. We call it as homeostasis of the body. Homeostasis is your body constantly goes on adjusting to the environmental situation, constantly goes on changing every second. Now, when your body is doing that, you also need to understand that as you're aging, you also need to accommodate your body according to your requirement. Don't force yourself. I see a lot of my friends who are all our age of 50 plus, and then they're all marathon runners. I don't understand, why do you need to run marathon of 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and 20 kilometers? For what you want to run like that? Of course, you may get one medal, and then after finishing the marathon, you will get a medal. And then what is that going to happen? You are going to hang it in your wall, and then at the end of the day, what? Do you know how much do you put pressure on your body by doing that? Do you know? You won't even understand how much effort you are putting to increase the body metabolic functions, which normally is not